Hello.
Hi,
My name is Carmen Woods, and you are?
Akila.
Have a seat. Mr. Keela, how are you today?
I'm alright, I guess.
Okay. Some of the things, a couple things to go over with before we get started in our session would be one, be the confidentiality, and that would be where I would inform you that anything that you say to me um, will stay strictly between the two of us. Any notes that I make stays between us. The only way that these would go out to anyone else is if anything you say would be in reference to any suicide ideations or bringing harm to anyone else. Those things have to be reported. Is that something you understand? Okay,
Yeah, I
good,
understand.
good. Um, so, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 16 years old. Currently stay with my mom, which I hate. I was born April 14, 1992. My favorite color is purple. I have a daughter named Tiaja. She is only 4 months. And I'm a very friendly person once you get to know me, but sometimes I like to be by myself. I'm very outgoing, and right now I'm not in school. I dropped out, and that's about it so far.
Okay. Um, what's the situation that brought you here today?
Well, I really didn't want to come here. My mom made me come here. I don't know why. We don't have a good relationship together at all. I hate staying with her. She just makes my life miserable. I don't like my mom.
Okay. So you don't have a good relationship with your mom. Um, have you and mom ever tried counseling before together?
No, we never did counseling together. I don't even know why she even sent me here. It's not going to help our relationship. I don't even know. She's wasting your time, wasting my time. I don't know why I'm here.
What were some of the things that were going on to where she would want you to seek counseling?
Well, a long time ago when I was little, if I tell you this, you can't tell nobody. You said I can trust you, so I guess
It's my confidentiality.
I'm
I have
just
to.
going to tell you. Well, when I was little, around 7 years old, my mom boyfriend molested me, and I tried to tell my mom, but she wouldn't believe me. She said I was a liar. So after that, as years passed, I really never trusted my mom. She really never trusted me. It's just our relationship's been going since then. I feel like she just wants me to live a miserable life.
Okay. So right now you have some trust issues with your mom. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Um, are there any other people that you are involved with, an aunt or a grandparent that you may be able to trust that you might?
When I talked with my grandma believed me. And when she tried to confront my mom and tell her that I was telling the truth, my mom didn't believe her either. So I stayed with my grandma until I was 13, then moved back with my mom. And I got pregnant when I was just turned 16, and I have a 4 month year old. But I love staying with my grandma, but every time I'm with my mom, it's just ugly. We don't get along. She yells at me, I yell at her, I run away sometimes just to go sleep with other guys to make me feel better because, hey, I'm used to it. I was molested. I just feel like it makes me feel good.
What um, what have you tried with your mom to better the relationship between the two of you?
Well, I did give her a chance a few times as I was growing up. Like, I'll cook for my mom. I keep the house clean. I'll do little things to show that I do love her. I don't hate you, but I hate you to affect that I can't trust you and that you didn't believe me in a situation when I was little and I needed you. You wasn't there.
Okay. Um, this individual that molested you, is he around now? Is it someone that you have contact with still, or?
She still brings him around every now and then. I don't know why she does that. He still looks at me and I hate it. That's when I like to run away or I'll go to my grandma's house.
Okay. How have you dealt with the conflict other than of the molestation, other than going to your grandmother? What are some things that you've tried to? Um,
Well, I'm very sexually active. And that's one of the reasons I dropped out of school is because I would be called, oh, she's a hoe, she's a slut. I would just sleep with any dude just to get loved by them. Them touching made me feel wanted. It just something that made me feel good. And this one guy in particular said he really did love me, and I found out he didn't after I had his daughter. It's just Tish. She's 4 months, and he has not been in her life. He has not came around to help her anything, bought her diapers, nothing. So I'm starting to see a little bit that I do want to change because I don't want to be out of school all my life. I want to get my education, but I just don't know how.
so after sleeping with the various guys and having your daughter by the one who stated he loved you, um, how did you feel?
I'm angry. I'm upset. I feel like no one wants me. No one wants to love me. Only person I feel that loves me right now is my baby because my baby is everything to me. I'm do everything I can to protect her.
Is there some other things that you could try? I mean, you having something that would help you, something that you could do.
Or I do want to go to parenting classes so I can be a better mom, a better mother than my mother was ever to me. And well, I guess I can get some counseling for some help and get a job. Just try to get some help, I guess. Because I don't want my daughter to think I'm nothing. Like my mother sees me as. I feel she sees me as nothing.
Um, it's good you want to better yourself for your daughter. That is important because she'll have you to look up to. Um, but what are some of the obstacles that um, you think that you may have to overcome to get to this point?
Well, I guess I can try again to try to get on my mom, but I don't see how that's ever going to work because she never listens to me. She doesn't trust me. I don't trust her.
Do you think the two of you coming into counseling together could help build up that trust between you and your mother?
I don't know. I'm not a counselor.
Okay. Would you be open to maybe inviting her in for a session sometime?
Yeah, if you can get her in here.
Okay. Tell me some of your strengths.
What do you mean by strengths?
What are some of the things that you know you are good at?
Oh, well, my mom always says I'm always good at laying on my back, but I don't think that's all I'm good for.
Okay.
I'm good at cooking. Um, I love to help people. Like when I was in school, I used to stay after school for the activities and help out. Hmm. I love reading. I'm a good reader. I love writing poetry, and it's I love painting. I love to express myself by painting.
Oh, that's nice. Um, so you reading, writing, those are avenues that one could take to kind of express themselves. Um, Going back to school, has that been an option for you?
Yeah, it's one of my big options. Like I said before, I do want to go back to school so my daughter can grow up knowing her mom finished school. I don't want her to see me as a dummy. I don't think nobody wants their children to see them as a dummy or stupid. Because I don't want her to go to school and have her little friends teasing her how her mom's a dummy or your mom never finished school. I want to better myself, but I just don't know how with all my mom's negative thrown at me.
Okay. Excuse me. Mouth a little dry here. Um, some of the things that you've accomplished, what are those things that you could say you're proud of?
I'm proud of my daughter, even though she has a deadbeat father, a dad who wouldn't help her. I'm proud of her. I'm proud that I brought her into this world. I'm proud that I do have two people in my life who do love me and care about me, which is my grandmother and my baby. And proud that I'm still living because I could be dead right now. The route I was going.
Um, what are some things that, because you said you could have been dead or been in a different place, what are some things that you could change in your life? I know you spoke about going to school. What are some things in your life that you can change to bring about a positive future for you?
Well, if I do go back to school, I want to finish high school so that I can go to college. I always wanted to go to a big college, and I want to become a social worker because I love helping people. But I want to help girls who have been molested like me and help them get the truth out and let them be heard because it feels like no one believes them, no one listens, especially parents when they try to let their parents know that hey, this person is doing something to me. I want to help them speak out. And then I also want to go to school to better my education, to get more knowledge, so I can have a better future for me and my daughter.
Okay. Um, you described, or you stated that you wanted to get into social work because you want to help those in similar situations such as yourself. What do you think would be the first step into helping someone such as yourself?
Well, my first step is to, well, I guess what I'm doing now, I'm seeing a counselor, trying to get help, trying to make a better way for myself, trying to become what I want, which is just social work and better my life. But I guess you could say the first step is to go back to school.
Okay. What grade were you in high school?
I was only in the ninth grade.
Um, have you been to school to talk with the counselors there to see about getting back into school?
No, I just ran away. I just feel like if I run away from my problems, they'll go away. But it seems like they don't. It just comes back to haunt me.
Okay. Um, bettering yourself for your daughter and going back to school, bettering yourself as a person is important to you. Um,
It is important to
where
me.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a long time away. 5 years?
Well, let's take it, make it a shorter time period. Where do you see yourself in a year? What the goals you have as far as going to school? Where do you see yourself in a year?
I see myself Well, I'm praying that I'm back in school, getting good grades, taking care of my daughter, staying with my grandma so I can get on my feet if she lets me, which I know she would. Try to better my relationship with my mother, even though it's gonna be hard, and hopefully have a good job so I can take care of my baby.
Your grandmother sounds like she's a huge support system in your life. Do you think that that's something important for a person to have in order to progress?
Well, I guess you can say, yeah. Without my grandma, I don't think that I'll be here sitting with you right now. I'll probably be locked up somewhere. I probably wouldn't even have my daughter. My grandma was the one who told me to keep my daughter. I wanted an abortion at first because I didn't know what to do. I was scared. My grandma was always there for me. She always listened. She believed me when nobody else did. I love my grandma, and anything happens to her, I don't know what I will do.
Okay.
Well, I got a question for you.
Yes.
What would you do in my situation if someone molested you and you have a horrible relationship with your mother? What would you do?
I would probably try to find someone such as yourself that would listen. Someone that you could talk to because that's important to be able to um, express yourself without being judged. Be able to tell somebody that you're angry, you're hurt, you want to vent, you want to be able to do these things. So yes, I would, and to find somebody that you could trust to tell these things to. So my first step would be just as you done today, is to come in and talk with someone.
I guess it feels pretty good to finally talk to somebody besides my grandma that listens, and maybe you can help me.
Akila, I do hope that I can help you. If you're willing to meet with me again, we can set up an appointment and you come back and we can talk some more to help you get things going. Some ideas you might have as far as how you want to proceed with getting back into school and different avenues you can take to make that possible for you. Um, you seem to be a bright girl. You love family. I can tell that because you talk about your grandma a lot, and your daughter. She is the light of your life. I can tell that. So those are some things that we could talk about in the next session, as far as um, different things that you can look into to help you. Um, if you come across some that you want to present to me and to you may have questions about, please feel free to do so because we can look at those things together. Um, so I don't. Is there anything else that you? Any other questions you might have for me? Or
Do you have kids?
I do.
How many kids do you
I
have?
have three girls.
Are y'all by the same dad?
Yes.
They got the same father. Well, I'm happy I got to talk to you today. I guess it wasn't so bad, and hopefully you can help me.
I do hope I can help you. I'm looking forward to the next session with you.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.